Alright guys, this is just kind of a little rage video. So as you can see right there, he says good luck, right? Okay, so I'm picking up food off the ground and shit like that, right? So I'm like, alright, whatever, let's fight. So I start pounding up. He goes ask some other guy to fight. But I figured, whatever, he'll be happy he doesn't have to skull, let's just attack him, right? Now, this is just a perfect example of how hybriding is on my tank. Now, yeah, I understand I'm not a good Brit on my tank ranger, so those comments aren't necessary. I already know, you don't need to tell me. But so he starts complaining and putting on prey range because I'm a tank ranger. I mean, I guess the Bluff Spirit Shield didn't give it away enough, so he had to ask me for a fight. And then he threatens me and says, "I'm bidding, dude. Oh my god, like I actually care." Okay, cool, buddy. Don't give a shit. You're not freaking famous. Anyways, so basically, I'm just ranging him the whole time. You know, switching. I'm actually switching. I'm not just sticking on range the whole time. I'm not freezing him once and then sticking to range. I'm actually mixing it up so it stays fair, right? And then here he goes, the idiot. Watch, here it comes right here. Here it comes. Yep, whip spec. So this guy's a complete Down syndrome, right? But yeah. And here comes the AGS, and I'm dead. Now, explain to me how that is fair that AGS, I mean, yeah, I was low, I was 364, but explain to me how that's fair that the AGS can spec 7, what's the highest on a Zerker? I know I've seen over 700s on a Zerker, but the Tank Rangers have not one good spec that is actually good. People say, oh yeah, you have Dark Bow hits 80-80 almost constantly. The only time you ever hit is if you're in Void. I'm not about to hybrid in Void when other people can hybrid in Mystic and use an AGS with no bonuses in Strength and still hit higher than me. And Hand Cannon, which is the slowest thing possible, you can't use it when you're hybriding, and people just safe. Morrigan's Javelins, Morrigan Throwing Axes, they hit like semi-good, but they're just like a regular bolt hit. There's really no point except like a little combo type of item. It's honestly a joke, and I just don't understand how that's fair that people seem to think he has Soul Split and he has a spec weapon that can spec way more than I could ever spec on a tank ranger, but people seem to think that tank rangers I don't know, I just don't understand it at all. It doesn't make sense. People don't agree with me on the idea of giving us tank rangers a spec weapon, but if you actually had a tank ranger, you would understand. It's just something that really bugs me, and I find it ridiculous that Jagex has not ever done anything. They come out with Armadillo Storm and Polypore. So the people that are going to comment, wow dude, you just want because you're a ranger and shit like that. I actually have a Zerker, and I actually have a main, and I actually have a pure, and I actually have a mage boxer, and I also have a tank. So I have almost every type of account you can think of, except like the other ones that aren't even relevant. And anyway I find it, I always seem to think range. Like when I'm not on my tank ranger, if someone walks up to me in like tank gear as a tank ranger, and they come up and ask me to fight, I find it as a free kill because they have no chance of KOing me. It's ridiculous. Like that's why I enjoy peeking on my tank, because it's a bit of a challenge. But I just don't understand how people seem to be so scared of tank rangers when we literally have nothing, and it gets kind of old. Also, anti-fires on a Dragon Bolt makes the Dragon Bolt enchant not work, which doesn't make sense to me either. I mean, I understand the logic of it, but I don't understand how that's fair in the wild. It just doesn't, it's not fair at all, because pretty sure there's not a potion that anti-AGS specs or anti-Dragon Claw specs or anything. I don't know, it really bugs me how this game is uneven. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this game, but it's just really annoying. Just like the way people frown upon tank rangers and seem to think that they're at lesser an advantage, when in reality, yeah, I can hit you a lot through your mage gear or whatever, but when you come up to me and we're both frozen, if you knew how to hybrid against a tank ranger, you would know, freeze me and then come stand up next to me, and either I freeze you right there and you can't move and we're standing right next to each other hitting each other, or you run back and forth, and then right when you see me switch to my mage, you come stand right next to me, so I freeze right there, and then you get ready for the refreeze. But people are such Down syndromes that they can't seem to figure that out. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments on this because most people are mains and not tank rangers, and will say, oh yeah dude, no, you have no idea what you're talking about, he's so overpowered and all that crap. But my idea was, like I've said before in the past videos, Dragon Crossbow with a guarantee enchanted bolt going off. Now, this doesn't mean it will hit high, because it's just like the AGS with enchants. Right now enchants randomly go off, but when they do go off, I've hit like a 13, literally a 0-1-3 with a dragon bolt enchant going off. I've also hit what, I think my max was like 650 or something like that with it. Now, if you think about it, the dragon crossbow, I'm saying without any like percentage boost of hitting higher, like the AGS does, where it gives you 25% accuracy, 25% damage increased. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just normal. It'll make your bolt spec go off, and I just feel like that would be something that would make tank rangers a little bit more of a, I don't know, like a incentive for people to play them. I mean, right now the way I see range is maybe magic short to claws, messing around in rune fights on my tank, but other than that, there's not much. There's nothing like. Okay, so mage has the Armadyl Storm, like the Deathly Tornadoes. Melee has so much shit, I don't even want to go over it. But tank rangers, I mean range, just in general, I don't see anything that it has that's so. There's nothing. Dark bow is shit. It's complete crap. No wonder why it's 100k. There's a hint there. Hand cannon, it is good. It is nice, but it takes so long to fire that people can't even. I mean, people could just eat up the full health, and they do. They eat up the full health before you even manage to hit it. I don't know. That's my little rage for the day. If you agree with me, thumbs it up. If you don't agree with me, dislike. I guarantee I'm gonna have a shitload of dislikes because people don't understand until they've actually PK'd on a tank ranger how underpowered range is. Now, leave your comments. Before, I had comments, and they didn't even listen to the full video, and they were just commenting random crap that would have, if they would have listened to the video, they would have completely understood. So please actually watch the whole video. I mean, please actually listen to what I've said, and if you didn't listen until now, please go back and listen to it because I can't be asked arguing with people that don't have common sense. I guess it's the end of it. I was trying to make a hybrid commentary with the new bolts that came out, but that's what happens. So yeah. Anyways, guys, peace out for right now, and yeah, bye.